2,000 years, the sacred art of the ninja has been guarded in the East.
Remember the day I found you.
Now, it has come to the West.
Remember what is hidden deep in your mind.
He is the only soldier,
Date of birth, unknown.
the only American
Who is he?
who is capable of defeating the secret Black Star Army. The mission to hijack a U.S. military arsenal.
Your destiny, my son, awaits you.
The adventure. The confrontation. The code.
I will honor the code, Father.
The invasion. The final hour. The deadliest art of the Orient is now in the hands of an American. American Ninja.
American Ninja is an action-adventure movie that was released on August 30th, 1985. This is a movie with Michael Dudikoff, who is an action star that not a lot of people know about, but he was popular at the time. This is one of those forgotten movies of the era, but is it good? Well, let's find out by starting with the story. The story follows Joe, who's an amnesiac soldier who is skilled at martial arts, who takes on a group of ninjas in the Philippines after they attack his platoon and kidnap the daughter of one of the soldiers, whose name is Patricia. Overall, I have to say, this story is pretty fucking good. Interestingly, when we first meet Joe, he doesn't even speak until he evades the ninjas coming after him and Patricia. Yeah, he's pretty much silent up until that point. At first, Patricia doesn't really want anything to do with him, for admittedly understandable reasons. But after he does save her, she really starts to come to like him. It is a little jarring, but she is a lot more playful than I thought she would be. Not a lot of love interests are like that. I don't want movies to be more original. I want movies to give me things that I want to see more of. But getting back to Joe, even after that, he doesn't really speak a whole lot. At first I thought it was really fucking contrived that Colonel Ronaldo was not appreciative of any fucking thing that Joe did. It was honestly pretty unreasonable. Even after Joe came on to be on good terms with other soldiers, including Jackson, after he beat him in a fight. It was kind of aggravating. However, the movie agrees with me. Why? Because it is later revealed that Ronaldo is actually working for the Renegade Ninjas. Suddenly, the whole situation makes way too much sense. It is honestly kind of fucking genius. I will admit, I don't really like the fact that Joe doesn't really seem to even want to help the military guys with anything. But I have an interpretation that makes me ignore that fact. Joe lost his memory. He doesn't seem to know what his purpose even is, or more accurately, he doesn't even remember what his purpose was. He does have flashbacks, but he doesn't really know what they mean until he meets his sensei from his childhood. His sensei, whose name is Shinyuki, tells him all the fighting moves that he doesn't remember how he got, or taught by him. He is even the one who named him Joe, because it was the only American name that he could think of at the moment. Shinyuki has shown up to help Joe fight the Renegade Ninjas, because one of them broke the code. So when he doesn't want to fight, Joe just lost his memory and didn't know what he wanted to do with his life. But once he found Shinyuki again, I think now he wanted to fight. But he also arguably wanted to fight when he found out that Ronaldo was working for the Renegade Ninjas. That scene when Shinjuki tells Joe all that is a damn good scene. Jackson is a pretty good character. He's a bit more vocal than Joe, but he has some damn good banter with him. He is just as skilled of a fighter as Joe is. Although, Joe might be a little bit better, but he still has good fighting skills. If you're going into this movie expecting the romance to have any payoff, well, prepare to be disappointed because it never really goes to a satisfying place. Well, let me rephrase that. It never goes to a place where most Western audiences would be satisfied. The way the movie handles romance is very similar to how many anime handle romance. The romance in a lot of anime is either almost non-existent or doesn't really end in a satisfying way. I think it is more of a cultural difference. There have been famous Japanese men who never married, like Miyamoto Musashi and Yuzuki Kenshin. I thought that was interesting. But you do get to see some tits on the photos of the women in the US Army locker room. But overall, it's a pretty good story. The action scenes are fucking awesome. You have plenty of ninja-style fighting, and uses of katana and sai. But in addition to that, you have plenty of guns, explosions, and even some blood. It is all really fucking satisfying, not to mention shot and edited very well. Sorry, got a notification. Check that later. The production values are also pretty well done. The cinematography, editing, and sound are pretty good. The music is also surprisingly good. It has some use of piano and violin, which gives it some emotion, but it also has some analog synthesizers used. That almost sounds like something you would hear in a Sega Genesis game. It sounds really good, though. Overall, American Ninja is a pretty underrated action movie. It has a pretty clever story, awesome action scenes, and decent production values. If you want hardcore 1980s action movies, then this is right up your alley. I highly recommend it. I give American Ninja 4 out of 5 stars with the title of awesome. Anyway, I'm Spike Robot. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel, and feel free to support me on Patreon and follow me on Instagram. If you support me on Patreon, you can get exclusive updates on my next video. And if you follow me on Instagram, you can see all the pictures I took in Venice, Italy. Go check those out if you really want. See you next time. Honor the freedom, Jingos.